Hello and welcome to HB Fan Art Reviews, and yesterday I went to a trip to the East End of London, so I'm going to give you a mini review on Brick Lane and Spitalfields Vintage Market. So I'm going to start with Spitalfields Vintage Market now. It is similar to any other London market really, it was mainly Covent Garden or Greenwich. It was much bigger than Greenwich and Covent Garden, and I think it's London's #1 market. And every third weekend of the month, which I think we're on now, or has just been and gone, they have a vintage market, is where mainly they sell second-hand clothes from the 1940s through to the 80s maybe, and they've had lots of vintage dresses, vintage style dresses. And that's what I liked about it. They had really nice jewellery as well, and they have very nice food there, which I was spoilt for choice for, which I quite liked. The only thing I really didn't like about it is just the fact that it just gets so crowded and you get very confused and things, and it's just really big and it gets very crowded. It's a bit like Greenwich Market, that's also crowded as well, and it's similar to Spitalfields, like it sells arts and crafts and vintage clothing. And I think that is the best London market I've ever been to be honest with you. And yeah, I'm just really pleased. I think it was worth going in the end, even though it was crowded. So yeah, lots of positives about that. And I'm going to show you what I bought from Spitalfields Market before I move on. Okay, so one thing I bought before I show you some other things. I have bought this brooch. I forgot the name of the company, but I really love this because it's I think it's been taken off a piece of music, like sheet music or something, and I've just put some gem hearts over the notes to make it look more colourful. And yeah, I just think that's just really pretty, and I thought it would suit me. So this is why I bought this badge. I'm really proud of it, and I think this could go on my new jacket, which I'm going to show you in just a moment. So another shop, it was a shop, it wasn't a store or anything, but there was a shop called Collective Clothing, which does replicas of 1940s and 50s clothing for women, which I really loved. I think the first Collective Clothing I went to was in Brighton, and this is where I fell in love with the dresses and things. So I'm going to show you, I've got a jacket and a skirt I'd like to show you, which I'll show you in just a moment. But Collective Clothing is very cute, very 1940s and 50s. They're not real dresses, they're not second-hand, they're replicas of what women and young girls used to wear in the 1940s and 50s. Like you'd get red dresses, you'd get sailorette dresses, which I mainly love. You get dresses that will have cherries on and strawberries on, which I mainly love as well. And they've got nice shoes. They've even got retro school supplies, like they've got exercise book. They have like a 1960s or 70s exercise book for maths and science, and they've even got an artist sketchbook for art lessons and stuff, which is really cool, which I really loved. And also I also asked a woman in the shop how she does her hair, and she said that she goes onto YouTube and just learns from there. So that's what I'm going to try and do anytime soon. So now I'm going to show you what I bought from Collective Clothing. Okay guys, the first thing I want to show you is my Celine Maritime jacket, which is navy blue, and it's got a collar with a white border, and it's got some white borders around here and in the pockets as well. I think it's called a maritime jacket because it's got boats on the inside of it, and it's got wooden buttons, and I think it's called a maritime jacket because it looks like a jacket that a ship's captain would wear or something. But yeah, I chose this because it's sailorette, and I thought it would suit me. So as you can see in the label, it's from Collective, and I've bought a skirt to go with it as well. So do you guys want to see it on me? Okay, so this is what the jacket looks like on me. I'll stand up so you can see more. So here we have the waistline, border and pockets. It's got wooden buttons here too, and I'll turn around as well. You can see it's got the rest of the white border goes around my back as well. So this is what it looks like, and this is the collar. We'll see what it looks like here. And I've buttoned it up. So now I'm going to try on the skirt as well, but I'm going to unbutton this to see what it looks like. Okay, now that I have the skirt in my hands right now, I want to show you it before I wear it to see what it looks like on me. Okay, so this is a Bernadette sailor skirt. Like I said about this jacket, it could resemble what a sailor or a ship's captain would wear. Like it's the same with this, probably a cruise liner hostess or something maybe. So as it's got white buttons, there's 6 on each side, so we've got 3 there and 3 there, and it's got white borders for the pockets. And I think this is a pencil skirt, so it's quite long, and I think it's very figure hugging, it's really attached to me. Like it really does fit me just fine, but it is a little bit small. But I think I think it's a high waist one. I think. So do you guys want to see this one on me, just to see what it looks like with the jacket? Okay, so if I stand up, this is what the skirt looks like. Like it's very tight around the waist, and yeah, it's a pencil skirt. You've got pockets, which is quite good. And like I suggested earlier, it could be for a female ship's captain or a cruise ship hostess, or even an air hostess even, but this is what it looks like. And also, stay tuned, because I shall be doing a video on the sailor suit very soon, and I will include this outfit in here, hopefully, so please stay tuned for that. And also I might use this costume for my Agent Carter cosplay, because I was going to go as Black Widow, because me and my mates, who also have YouTube channels, were going to go to Comic-Con this October. But it turns out that they're not, and it's a bit late notice really. But what I was thinking was maybe us lot could go next May, because there's one in May as well. So I'm just going to go there myself this time, and then I'm going to come back and give them some feedback. And hopefully if I ever do go, I should do a vlog on that. So I might go as Agent Carter, so this could be my Agent Carter cosplay, because her suit is blue, and this is 40s, 50s type era, so I think I pretty much got my costume together if I'm going to go as Agent Carter to Comic-Con this October. Thank you very much for watching this. I really hope you like my new outfit that I bought from Collective Clothing. And now I'm going to move on to Brick Lane. Okay, so the last thing that I want to talk about is Brick Lane. Now, it started out as a street with lots of bakeries around the world, which was interesting because they had all different kinds of food that they would have from their country, which is a tradition in their country. And they had some British ones as well, which was interesting, and I was even tempted to buy some stuff myself. But yeah, so moving on, we came across this vintage market, which was in this underground nightclub, which was just down a flight of short stairs, and then we ended up in this massive warehouse which had vintage clothing from the 60s, 70s and 80s mainly. But what I'm mainly after in vintage is mainly 40s and 50s, but I think they had 60s, 70s and 80s, which was interesting. They did have some stuff I liked down there, but it was mainly second hand, which is good for the environment, so they don't have to keep wasting clothes and things. But yeah, it was very interesting. It was a bit quirky, and it was funky, but it was just very crowded, very loud music was playing. I couldn't even concentrate. I just walked all the way around and then just went out. And then we came across this other market which had this which was a lot similar to Spitalfields and that, but it was mainly second-hand clothes, maybe some pop culture clothing as well, which I also like. And it sold jewellery and stuff, which was really cool, really nice. I really liked it. And also some vintage shops. I think I forgot 2 of them, but one was called Rocket, which again was second hand, again 60s, 70s and 80s mainly. But I couldn't find much I was after, because it's mainly 40s and 50s, which are the eras I mainly look for. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you've been to the East End yourself, and if you've been to those places yourself, please leave your opinion about it below. I'd love to hear from you. So that's it for now, and I'll see you soon. Bye!